Alison, thank you for joining us. Welcome.
Oh, hi, Georgia.
Hi. So I've given you a lovely little intro there, but for anyone that doesn't know you and doesn't follow you, which they should. How dare they
What's
not?
wrong with them?
How dare they? Just give us a little lowdown on you.
Well, basically, I am a writer and a content creator and a mum and a podcaster. And at the moment, a lot of my content is about refinding my confidence that I have lost since turning 40 and trying to get out of the leggings and the sweatshirts and just really remember who I was before kids, but not even just that, who I am now, because that's a totally different person.
Yeah.
And so between that and talking about parenting and just life, it's just all part of the mix.
You dress for, if you follow Alison online, you will see that she dresses for pure joy.
I do.
Above everything. I feel like I tried to channel a bit of you
I love
today
it. You're
by
wearing
yellow. Because I am guilty of doing the leggings and baggy jumper. And I still do it right. I still do it now. If I am not going anywhere or doing anything, I do not get dressed. And it's a real easy pattern to fall into, isn't it?
Yeah.
Of just not bothering.
It is. And since I've been really pushing myself to not even go shopping and buy loads of new things and spend loads of money, but just looking through my actual wardrobe and pulling out the sequin top to wear with my black dungarees that I've already got. But since I've been doing that, I have been really pushing myself to do it on the days when I'm just at home. So if I'm doing the school run and then I'm at my laptop and I'm working, I try really hard not to fall into the leggings and sweatshirt because it affects my mood so much.
Does it? Do you find it does?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. And it's a weird thing where it's almost like fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. I was feeling rubbish 6 months ago and I had this realization that I needed to change the way that I was dressing and try and push myself in different ways. And it has completely changed the way that I feel. It has boosted my confidence and boosted my mood. And it's just bonkers, the difference it's made.
Pop my sequins on when I get home.
Do it. Even if you're just doing the hoovering. Bit of sequins, honestly.
Sequins, a bit right.
It's amazing.
So you're a mum of 3 girls, aren't you?
Yes.
So you've got eldest is she
14 going on 19.
Oh gosh, yeah. I'm waiting for that.
Yeah. And then I've got 6-year-old twins.
6-year-old twins. I mean, honestly, when anyone says to me twins, I just recoil inside of like, how do you do it?
I don't know how to do it, Georgia. Honestly. It's funny because I wrote a book about 4 years ago called OMG, It's Twins. So I think some people kind of see me as being a bit of a twin mum expert. Like,
right.
She's got her stuff together. She knows what she's doing. No.
No.
Oh my goodness. Like that book was basically me interviewing tons of experts, psychologists, doulas, midwives, psychotherapists. And it was like I was mining them for information to help me.
Yeah.
And then I put it all into a book and it's helping everyone else as well. But it just goes to show that I don't know what I'm doing. And
who does?
No.
Who does know what
and
they're
the twins, even, remember when they were toddlers, I would take them to the park. I would be scared to take them to the park on my own. I would avoid doing that. My husband has always been so much, he was a stay-at-home dad when they were like a baby and toddlers. And he would just put them in the buggy and go to the park. And I was in awe because if ever it was a day that I had them, I would just be at home. Let's play with Lego.
Yeah.
Let's watch Peppa Pig.
Because that's easier. Because they're contained within an area. Yeah. You know where they are. You
Take
don't
them
need
to the park and they run off in different directions. Or like one of them wants to go on the slide and one of them wants to go on the swing. And it's like, I can't be in 2 places at once.
Absolutely. Do you know, I even felt like that with one.
Yeah.
I used to think, it's just easier not to go out, so I'll just stay in. Which is, how you would manage with 2, I do not know, because I struggled. But
also, when it's Cooper, your son, isn't it?
Yeah.
When Cooper was little, he's a year older than my twins. We had the pandemic, so we kind of had to stay in.
Yes.
Which made it harder in that way, but also it meant, we can't go to the park. We're not allowed.
The parks are closed. They actually are closed. It's not alive for once. Yeah. We're not lying to you, kids. So do you feel like there was a link to kind of your confidence? Because obviously you've just said about how you lost it with, with the way you dressed and all those things, losing yourself.
Yeah.
Did you feel like there was a link with becoming mum and that, or did it start earlier? Have you ever had it?
This is like a therapy session.
Yeah. Oh, always.
Do you know what? I think anyone who knows me and has known me since my 20s would probably describe me as being a confident person. But looking back, I reckon I've done that thing where I'm so kind of, my self-worth is so low and I'm constantly doubting myself and questioning myself and thinking, oh, I can't do that. That's not for me. That I have kind of overcompensated and become this kind of like, you know, funny, loud person. So at a party, I'm the one kind of telling the story, center of attention. But it really is like I'm masking this kind of feeling of insecurity.
Yeah.
And I would say that becoming a mum really knocked my confidence. And I remember when my eldest was little, I started a mum blog, and I remember writing about this, like losing this sense of identity and not knowing who I was anymore, and really questioning myself, like, can I go into Topshop? As it, you know, obviously we had Topshop back then. Can I go? I was like 32, 33. Can I walk into Topshop and like buy something now?
Yeah, well, people look at me and go, she's too old to do it. That's so funny, because I feel like I'm really at that stage right now. Of like, am I too old to wear this? Should I not be wearing a like crop top as a nearly 40 mum?
Yeah.
Like, and it's funny, isn't it? You doubt yourself, but then when you really think about it, it's like, who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares?
Yeah. And no one's really looking at you and thinking anything bad. And if they are, let them.
Yeah, sod them. Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
Just, you know, let them get on with their judgmental day. But yeah, I would say that having the twins and turning 40 and also hitting perimenopause, which all of the kind of hormone shifts that go with that has really affected my confidence. And I gained a bit of weight, and just like your body just changes shape. And like there's this whole thing when you hit perimenopause that quite often people get a lot of weight around their middle.
Yeah.
So I would find that, you know, outfits that perhaps like dresses that I would normally put on and feel really good in, it showed my tummy. And so I just felt really uncomfortable and just defaulted to black leggings, sweatshirts, hide myself away, comfortable, and didn't realise actually how unhappy that in itself was making me until I had this realisation last year.
Prior to all the children that you have birthed, did you feel like you did dress kind of like bright and like a dopamine dressing prior to having children?
Yeah, and actually about 10 years ago, so I had my daughter in 2010, my eldest. And obviously I must have come out of that kind of initial confidence wobble. Because I remember around about 2015, 2016, I was blogging. I was, you know, putting on outfits, bright coloured outfits, and going to East London with my friends, and we would take pictures of each other outside, you know, next to bright walls, like street art.
A pink door.
A pink door. It was like the vibe 10 years ago. Yeah. And I was so embracing it. I loved it. And I would put them on my blog, and I'd put them on my Instagram. And so I definitely think that people associated bright coloured clothing and happy fashion with me, and just gradually just lost it and just felt like, oh, that's not me anymore. I can't do that.
Isn't it mad how you you go into that spiral of thinking, oh no, I couldn't possibly wear bright colours because what would people think of me, or what would they say? Yeah. And it just baffles me how we get to that point. But I do feel like as women, we're constantly having to adapt to our ever-changing bodies, because we're teenagers and hit puberty, everything changes. Yeah. Then we become young women, changes again. Yeah. Then mothers, changes. I mean, I swear to God, my skeleton has completely changed since being a mum. Yeah. And my ribs and my hips.
Your hips get wider, don't they?
They never went back to what they were. And I don't care, I'm not bothered. But it's just like all my bras stopped fitting round my ribs. Yeah. I must have gone up, what's that size?
The band size.
The band size. Yeah. And it just never went back down again. I'm like, oh, okay, didn't know that was going to happen.
Well, they say with your bra that you should get fitted every 6 months, which seems really excessive.
It's quite excessive.
But But when you think about how much your body is changing, maybe once a year is more realistic.
Yeah. Who's got time to go every
and who's
6
got the
months?
money to just like, right, get a whole new set of bras every year?
Yeah, I know. Well, God, all my bras when I was pregnant and afterwards, I could wear as a hat now. Like, I'm like, well, I'm never going to be fitting in them again.
I think I've still got bras from before I became a mum. Honestly, it's shameful.
Yeah, but because I wear stretchy crop top because I've not really got boobs. And God, some of mine, they could walk off by themselves. I think I've had them that long. It's dire. But so you did. So what point then? So you were quite confident, in your 20s, and then children, and you just lose you a little bit, don't you? At what point did you have your light bulb moment and go, do you know what? I'm going to dress for me? And
it was actually, it was actually more of a work decision, which sounds like a weird thing to say, but I was having like a real, the confidence thing, yes, a lot of it's to do with fashion and what I'm wearing, but it really bleeds over into my whole life. And I always think of it as I was playing small. So there's a book by Tara Moore called Playing Big. And it's all about playing big in your life and not being scared to do the big things and put yourself out there. Because it's safer to keep yourself small. So I have been doing that for the last few years, just playing it safe, not doing anything too big, not putting myself out there in a work or life capacity, because I'm so lacking in confidence that people will probably say no and laugh in my face, and then I'll just feel worse about it. So I was chatting to my friend over coffee. She's also a content creator. And I was saying to her, oh, Emily, I just feel like I don't know what I'm doing, like on Instagram anymore. And I don't really like the content that I'm creating. And I used to do like fashion posts and I loved doing it, but I can't do that anymore because all I wear is like leggings and a sweatshirt. And so who wants to see that? And I just wish I could, wear fun, bright clothing again. And she was like, well, why don't you? And why don't you create some content about that? Because there must be so many other people out there who are defaulting to the leggings and the sweatshirts, and they're feeling a bit lacking in confidence and they don't know who they are anymore. Maybe it'll help them as well. And I was like, actually, yes, okay, I can do. And it was actually a really hard thing for me to do. I remember going to my wardrobe and like picking out the sequins and the bright colors and looking at it and thinking, can I?
Yeah.
And I made a video and it actually got a huge response. And it kind of snowballed from there. And now I would say most days I get at least one message from someone saying, oh my goodness, thank you so much for all your content. You're inspiring me. I bought a pair of pink shorts, or I bought a blue cardigan, or I bought a leopard print jacket, and I love it. And I've been wearing it on the school run and it makes me feel really good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I love this because I am quite selfishly, I am doing this for me. But I'm so glad that a knock-on effect is that I'm helping other people.
But then that's not, the thing is, we all do things for ourselves, like everybody does. Yeah. But what's lovely is you do get to see the effects of, it makes you feel really good and you feel really happy, but also it's making other people, even if it's just one person a day, like, job done.
It's worth it.
Yeah, completely.
And also I get quite a lot of abuse from... Really weirdly, I've started getting really horrible comments from women who look like they are 60, 70, 80 years old and who are just like being so mean about what I'm wearing. So I wore an outfit the other day, which was a gingham, black and white gingham dress and a pink cardigan over the top and pink Converse. And I felt amazing in it.
Yeah.
And all of these women decided that I was frumpy and that I looked like I was kind of too old. Someone said, I'm 76 and I wouldn't wear that.
It's like, well, then that's your problem.
I wanted to be like, thank God.
Yeah.
I don't want to dress like a 76-year-old. That's not the aim here.
That's not my vibe I'm going with, so good.
But I get all of this negativity, but it's almost worth it when... actually what I'm doing it for me and I feel better and I'm helping all of these other women, and so that makes it worth
it's difficult because we've spoken about this so much on the pod with lots of different influencers. It's really hard not to just focus on those negative comments.
So hard.
And it's like you're blinkered. It's like it's all you can see. When somebody says something nasty, you're like, oh my God, is that what everybody thinks of me?
It stays with you, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sticks there. But you've got to condition your brain, haven't you, to try and go, but look at all the positive.
Yes.
Always going to be people hating. And I think you've always got to remember, it's really easy for me to say, and I'm exactly the same, that we've always got to remember that it's just people that are unhappy with themselves.
Yeah.
I bet that 76-year-old woman wished she can wear a bit of colour and have, dress how she wants to dress. But I bet she doesn't. I bet she sits in leggings or whatever 76-year-old women tend to wear.
Beige slacks. I don't know.
A pleat. I don't know. A pinafore. What? I'm trying to think what my grandma used to wear.
My mum's in her late 70s, and she wears like a nice navy trousers and a little striped jewels top.
Oh,
that's her vibe.
Do you know what? If I can dress like my mum when I'm her age, because she's 70, she's in her 70s, she's 75. And she is an absolute fashionista.
Is she?
I mean, I'd say Virgin on potentially got a shopping problem. Dad, I hope Dad's not listening. She doesn't, Dad, I promise. She doesn't buy something every day.
It's all on Vinted.
Yeah. It's all secondhand. But she is such a style queen. And she's somebody that actually, very similar to you, of like, just dressing for work, even if you sat at your laptop, at home.
Yeah.
My mum, every day will get up, she will put an outfit on that like matches, and she'll wear jewellery that goes with it. And she will put her makeup on every day.
Love it.
And just walk around her house. She doesn't, all she's doing is walking around her house.
Yeah.
But she's all glam doing it. And also one of my best friends, very similar. She is very similar to you in the terms of dresses for like dopamine dressing.
Yeah.
And I remember I had a conversation with her and I was like, so you actually put like normal clothes on to do the school run? And she's like, yeah, I don't really have like gym kit that I would just wear to do the school run. And I was like, wow.
Oh, so do you only wear gym kit on the school run?
Oh, yeah. That I would never dress. I would never put normal
So is that
clothes on.
is that because you get up, chuck clothes on, do the school run, then go home and get ready?
No, I'll stay in that all day.
I feel like I'm judging you here, but
No,
I'm not.
I'm just honestly, you're inspiring me. Like tomorrow, I am a new woman. If anyone sees me tomorrow doing the school run and I'm in my gym kit, not going to the gym, honestly, the amount of times people say to me, oh, are you off to the gym after this? And I'm like, no.
You could just say, yeah.
What I wear.
Yeah, I'm going to the gym.
But it's so easy to fall into that rut, especially if you have a job where you work from home and you don't go anywhere or see. People must think I have like two outfits, which is black leggings or black leggings with two different hoodies. That's basically it.
Right, tomorrow, Georgia, school run. I want you in bright colours.
Okay, I'm going
leopard print.
Right, I'm putting my leopard print jeans on.
Do it.
I'm doing it. I promise.
That yellow cardigan you're wearing now with your leopard print jeans. That would look beautiful.
It's so funny, but you don't think about it sometimes. You don't think like what you could pair together. I almost feel like I want someone to come to my wardrobe and just be like, let's do a styling session from what you've got.
Yes.
Because there's so much stuff in there that just sits there and doesn't ever come out of the wardrobe.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
I'm one of those people that saves things for best. And then best never happens.
This is why I'm just like, wear the sequins.
Just wear it.
I've got like a little sequin jacket. And I went to Centre Parks with the school mums. We had like a weekend away. The kids didn't come. It was just the mums.
Great.
And we were all in the lodge having dinner. And I was wearing my sequin jacket.
Oh my God.
We're not even leaving the lodge.
That's brilliant though. That's where I feel like that's where confidence grows. Because you're just like, fuck it. I'll wear the sequins. Yeah. Who cares? Do you feel like when you reached 40, you almost went past the stage of caring anymore?
I would say no.
Of what people think. No, I don't mean just about life in general.
Yeah,
I just really don't care.
Just don't care. I would say definitely in my 40s, I have got this kind of more chilled acceptance. And I'm much quicker to talk myself round to the, just do it and don't care what anyone else thinks. Whereas in my 30s, I was much more caught up in, what do people think of me and all of that stuff. And also just a bit less kind of, I'm so much more chilled in terms of I don't get involved in the conversation. So whether it's on the WhatsApp group or whether it's some conversation that I see online, some argument, and I'm just like, I'm just going to take a step back from that.
Drama's just pointless.
Don't have to get involved.
No.
Whereas in my 20s and 30s, I was all about the drama. I was
Yeah.
like, bring it on.
Yeah.
I want to tell you my opinion on everything.
Yeah.
I would write blog posts that were really controversial. They weren't really, but I felt like they
you
were.
felt like they were, yeah.
And now I'm just like, just chill.
Until next time, I'm Georgia Jones, and this has been Mum's the Word. And we'll be back with another episode, same time, same place, next week.